带，直到上方的安全带指示灯熄灭。
チケットの印刷が完了しました。チケットをお取りください。
Next stop, Xinzhuo-Yin. Passengers for Taiwan High.
egg 啊，或者是炒青菜。
楽しませる。
Thank you.
今仔几岁哈？这菜几岁？刚刚下。哦，要食用，食用然后食用。
你好。
船头。坐椅子不要移动，找空椅子坐椅子不要移动。亦有一根绳子，请你务必扣在下巴，才不会待会斗笠被风吹倒。我哪不看到？后面几位哈有看到哈？等一下回程回来，多问题上是有的不太一样，动作也稍微是有的，只有高潮部分有分。其实的长线还是把它翻过来，看它是穿短线还是长线。是这样。长尾就是 向左，有的向右。那位先生拍完赶快回来，你要撞树了。来中间注意哦。好，现在已经可以退到里面了，这个树可以让它就要回转哦。这个隧道它其实只有短短的一段而已哈。那既然它可以注意，右侧的注意弯腰低头哦。以前的人虽然会来这里捕捞，但是都不敢走进来，不要这个哦。来左侧按公架，不可以啦。
那袂无当我丢，谢谢。
谢。谢谢。谢谢。
Hello, remote. I can't shake the simplest feeling. Beyond gold, we stand on the opposite shore. Hello, remote. I reach through mysterious ceilings. My only hope. I look for the things I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
All in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly, I should be the last to know. All in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly, don't. I should be the last to know.
Thank you.
Press right here, you want order.
Okay.
And this is menu. Pay money here.
Okay.
You can sit anywhere.
，You can go inside
谢谢。
安心西马市，安心西马
安心
安心西马市。
谢谢。Can I get guava coffee?
Hello, I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the goal. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. All in this I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. All in this I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. Hello, Ramona. I mistook you for a dream. The engine glows, and I guess you always seem to know. Hello, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should.
谢谢。
这豆花哦。
校长。
They said it would get easier, but I don't know who for. Days move faster now, I swear. I can feel them slip away. But some things last forever. The love that never fades. It's easy to
differente.
I don't wanna feel anything. You should stay here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stay here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon. Getting late, I shouldn't sit here contemplating. I just can't stop thinking about it. weekend nights to Sunday morning. How you smile, stay here. Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
谢谢。
Thank you。
Another rainy afternoon. I don't know what I'm to do. I just miss you more than anything. It's way too quiet in the house. I'm just wasted on the couch. 'Cause I don't wanna feel anything. Wish you'd stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon. I know the hour's getting late. I shouldn't sit here and contemplate. I just can't stop thinking about us. I won't forget a single thing, from drunken nights to Sunday mornings, and how you smile at me. Wish you'd stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stay here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon. Stayed here beside me. This this isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon.